My MegaMart, best value by far.
Hi guys!
Welcome back.
How are you? I trust that you had an exciting or restful Heroes Day weekend. What did you do, Sam?
I cooked and cleaned and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just momming life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rested. I had a good rest and I'm ready to go again. I think that a lot of persons were out frolicking. I see that you would have taken some stuff from the store for your Heroes Day weekend trip, and I'm sure you had a good time. But now we're going back into normalcy, and we're going to be speaking about something that is important to all of us, yes?
Seemingly very important because we've been a couple of episodes now on health and wellness. So we're still on that train, guys.
Right. I know sometimes we get a little bit carried away with the busyness of life, everyday stresses, so many things that distract us from what is very important, which is health. You know, or health is our wealth, as they like to say. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about all things health. We're going to get expert advice on recommendations, supplements, general health tips. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back after the break to chat a little bit more.
I'm Chef Samantha George and I love to buy my tomatoes at MegaMart. I can always count on the quality and freshness of all their produce. And so can you. So you want quality and freshness all the time? Come and enjoy the MegaMart experience where you can get all these items and so much more. I'm Samantha George. See ya. And guys, we're back with guess who? Natalie Murray. Actually, little backstory, we're actually kind of friends in real life, you know? So, you know,
Okay.
like family over here.
Enough.
We have such
Getting jealous?
Yes. No, she's so nice. She'll be your friend too by the end of this. But yeah, Natalie has supported my journey in the culinary world. Like we vibe, and she's just a sweetheart overall, very knowledgeable, and she's killing it, right? So she's the owner of the Life Store here in Kingston, really posh, really nice. You know, you walk in a health food store, it doesn't smell like horse food. Like it actually smells nice, which is what I said to you first time.
Sam.
Like this store smells like normal.
No, it's true. Sometimes a health food store can be a little...
Because of all the
Yeah, it smells
supplements
like
and
hey, you know? She's also a
health coach.
health coach as well.
Yeah.
And she offers different services, which she's gonna tell us about more as we dig in.
Right? Yeah,
So,
we're gonna jump into your business a little bit.
That's
if
right.
you don't mind.
I'm
Yeah.
an open book.
But let's first get to know who is Natalie first.
Yeah. Who are you? Pray tell.
I am... Well, my most important job in the world is that I'm a mom of 3 amazing young ladies. I can't say girls anymore because everybody's so big.
Yeah.
But I'm a wellness entrepreneur. So I'm a health coach. I help people up-level their wellness to feel their most vibrant, sexy, amazing self. I help them figure out what's going on with their gastric distress, or if the doctor says your blood sugar is climbing, we're a little concerned, then I can help set a plan to adjust diet and lifestyle and all that stuff. So that's the coaching. And I run detox programs and I do a lot of weight loss stuff as well. I never used to love weight loss, but because there's such an interplay between sickness and weight loss, I'm okay with it. I've reconciled that I can be a weight loss coach
And
as
it's
well.
a big issue right now. Persons
Yeah.
are continuously looking for weight loss programs and supplements. So
Yeah, for sure. So that's the coaching, and then the store, of course, I love that space where I provide you with the elements of your healthy living. And then most recently, I got certified in body contouring because I found that diet and lifestyle is really important for your wellness, but sometimes the aesthetics wasn't looking quite right, and some people wanted a little tightening here, there, everywhere.
a little
So
touch up.
the body contouring adds a nice layer into all of that.
Because after you lose weight, a lot of people have a lot of sagging.
right.
So I think that
We
that
do
one
skin
would
tightening.
help with that as well.
And then even just the regular passage of time, women having children, stretch marks, that kind of thing, so we can work on all of that. And I just want people to feel vibrant and sexy. That's my mission in life. And nothing about sickness is vibrant and sexy. So if it's sickness or if it's
That's true.
aesthetics, that's what I want to work on with people. Yeah.
So I want to backtrack a little bit because you gave us a whole summary.
A whole lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
So, what's your favorite food to eat?
Eggs.
Ah, you're an egg girl. I love eggs.
I love
I love eggs.
eggs.
Runny yolks too. I like it.
Yeah. So not runny. So
But
I
like
over
intermediate.
easy.
Yeah.
I like over easy. Or
Yeah.
if they're hard boiled, I
Renee
like
is like-
I
softish.
no.
Hard boiled. No, no egg at all.
Yeah, eggs, but not runny. Never.
Oh.
No.
What's your favorite vegetable?
All of them. But I would say broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli's mine.
Broccoli's
Do you have a
really.
favorite
That's
vegetable?
lettuce. Lettuce. I like lettuce.
That's a little boring.
But it's safe. I don't like broccoli. No.
Oh my gosh,
And
I
sugar
love
snap
broccoli.
peas. Love those.
Yeah, those are yum.
I
Carrots.
love string beans though.
Yeah, those are nice.
They're on I could avoid list, but you know what? String beans are awesome for blood sugar control. So
There.
I love to know the functions of different food to bring that into when we're helping people make decisions about what to eat.
So okay, so you do meal plans?
You know, I don't, and the reason I don't do meal plans is when I write a meal plan for somebody, it takes me hours, and then they
It's
go,
very involved.
I don't eat that, and then before you know it, a week later they're doing nothing. So I feel like I've wasted my time. I'd much rather teach you.
Okay.
I teach you about your macros. I teach you about the different types of foods that you need to bring in, and that way you can make the choices that you like, and then you learn. Because I don't want you to have to rely on me for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with that
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I did a little stint in that as well, where I did a little meal planning for a person, but they were like, "It's too hard. I don't like this," and I was simplifying. And they're like, "Oh, I don't get it." So you have to really put the power back into the person. You're not going to tell them what exactly to eat. You give them the general guidelines, which is kind of what you do, the macros,
Okay.
and then they can decide. You know, maybe I'll just take what I want to eat and just add what I need to get the optimal.
And then they have the freedom to eat out. Like if I give you a meal plan, then how do you eat
like
out? How do you go to a restaurant?
rigid.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. I don't like rigidity. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
So the life store. How long ago did you?
That's a
Start-
story.
I know, right?
And what was the motivation behind all of that?
Yeah.
We opened
Walk
the
fast
life
in the
store,
business.
2 weeks before COVID came to Jamaica.
Oh wow. Okay.
So literally, when it all goosebumps. Like when COVID came and I locked up the store one night and I looked behind me and I was like, what did I just do? Like talk about the worst possible time
Yeah.
to open a new business. But it's been good.
But what made you want to start a new business? Like,
It's actually kind of funny. So it was like a twofold thing. So I'm always sending people to the health food store to buy this. And I'll be like, okay, you need probiotics, but don't just buy any probiotics. You need a multi-strain probiotics with this much billion of this. So I was really specific. So I knew at some point I would have to open something that had the stuff that I thought was important.
right.
And then one day my dad said, he's always been so influential in my life. And he said, you know, the new plaza that's been building forever up at Constant Spring Road, there's a spot in there that's available. And he says, why don't open a bakery? Bakery make money, you know. And I said, Daddy, you know what I do for a living? You want me to open a bakery? But I did then look at the spot and thought, okay, well, this is the impetus I need to do the health food store thing.
Yeah,
So that's how
but
it happened.
I want you to share with the world a little bit more of a why, like how it all started with the health journey.
So
I know a little bit about that.
it's I've been inception. I was that kid that every day mommy would pick me up from school and I had a stomach ache. And I would go to the doctor from time to time and she would take me there and the doctor would say, foolishness, nothing wrong with her. She just don't want to go to school. And I'm like, that's not me. I love school. I'm like a nerd.
Yeah.
Seriously. So it wasn't until I was 17 that I realized I was actually gluten intolerant. So my belly used to big out to here and I would have pains, like pains that used to have to send me home. That you think are hunger pains, and then what's the quickest thing to eat when you're hungry? Like a sandwich or a pasta or something.
Yeah.
So I was just making it worse. So anyway, that's what began my like real little health journey. Tied in with the fact that my daddy always taught us the importance of what we ate and supplements. So he was always like the little bush doctor.
Yeah.
Right. And then mommy's diabetes. So it just was multifaceted. Mommy's diabetes and me realizing that she didn't really have to be that sick, but she was going to traditional nutritionists who, you know, I think are important and have a role to play. But basically, they were telling her that she could just swap out as long as the swaps worked. But that's not true because the sugar in this apple is very different from the sugar in an M&M. Because this has fiber and the M&M doesn't. So you can't just swap out macros like that. You have to know where the calories are coming from, the quality of them. So all of that together brought me to being a health coach. Because I was a banker for many, many years. Like I've got I've got an MBA in finance and all that stuff, right? Economics degree and all that. But I wasn't I didn't have any heart in that. I was good at it, but there was no heart. And I couldn't see myself living an entire life and then retiring at 65 from banking. That just wasn't my thing. So I stumbled upon this thing called a health coaching career, which was new at the time, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it just kind of snowballed, and there was so much fear involved in that leap. But once I got over that, it's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, they say some of the best decisions or the best course that you should take in your life should make you feel really scared.
Dude, it's scary.
So that's really, really cool. And the finance background, I think, helps you too with the business side of things.
Yeah, because I understand the numbers and I can do the bookkeeping and that kind of thing.
Okay, and here we are now at the live store. That's nice.
What's one of the best success stories, from your clients, that you can remember?
Oh, hands down, it's got to be the woman that was about to get put on diabetic medication, and the doctor said, okay, you can go have one last bid, go try a thing, but when you come back in 3 months, if the numbers are still where they are, you're going on medication. And my girl is far from diabetes now.
That's nice.
Just through changing in her diet and adding in some supplements. So.
With your guidance. Yeah, that's really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
As you mentioned the supplements though, what are your best, or I wouldn't say tops, your best sellers, but what are your favorite things at your
From a
store that
supplement
you'd like to,
perspective? Yeah, so I think general broad, what almost everybody could safely and should be on is a good multivitamin, magnesium, omega-3 and vitamin D. I think when you get those, you're covering a lot of the bases. And a lot of us need a little extra vitamin B as well. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting little tip. Once you have one alcoholic beverage, you're raising your chance of breast cancer, right? Taking B vitamins after, the morning after, will help to reduce back down that risk factor. So little simple things like that are important. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I love that there are people in the world that are willing to do the hard work and search and look for alternate ways and not just stick to the fraternity. We were trained at this, so you people don't know anything. I think there's so much to be discovered.
Well, knowledge
in
is
life.
knowledge is continuing.
Yeah.
We're always developing and growing and learning more. And I'm I listen to podcasts in my car.
Me too.
I just I'm that person. I'm learning all the time about what's good for what and what's important and what menopause and men's health issues and.
Okay, so you're a health coach, right? What does coaching entail?
Wow, that's a really awesome question. So we do a deep dive into your status quo. Who are you as a wellness person? How are you sleeping? What are you eating? Are you exercising? What are you drinking? What's your stress levels like? I do a full deep dive. And then we talk about your goals, right? So first of all, I start off with is if there's anything from a medical perspective that needs attention. And then we talk about what it is you want to achieve and your why, right? So the why is super important. I weight train daily because when I am old and have grandchildren, I want to pick them up. That's my why. So that's what gets me going every day, right? So helping the people figure out their why, and then we create a plan, and then I provide accountability, and then we check in regularly through regular sessions. Sometimes people just need 1 or 2 sessions to kind of get back on track. Sometimes people need to make a major kind of scary overhaul across many aspects of their life.
Do you do blood tests and stuff like that to measure where they are?
No.
Okay.
But what I do have in the coaching practice is I have a hair strand test. So we take a few strands from the back of your head, and that gives me an idea of foods and nutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants that you're missing, and also things that are throwing away your wellness. It can pick up the presence of parasites and mold and radiation and heavy metals. So it really guides the treatment plan, as it were, or the plan that we set for your optimal wellness.
But how do you handle the skeptics though with that? Because it's not everybody that jump onto that research in terms of that method. How do you explain it in that? No, it actually does work.
I've just done it so many times with so many people, and the results are just so, this one woman, she's not feeling well. This is recently, and she's I think I have mold, and when I did the test, there's mold. So we have to put her on a cleanse for her, and I had to get her to talk to her landlord about getting rid of the mold in the place. So it's, Sam, there's so many people out there that want my help that I'm not gonna try convince somebody. I'm gonna say, this is what I do. I've been doing it for a very long time. I have seen it work. Here are some testimonials. But if you don't want my help, that's okay. That's okay. I can't help everybody.
Yeah.
Understood. Let us compare the men to the women, right? For the women, what is the number one complaint? And for the men, what is the number one complaint?
So women menopause, you know,
Okay.
and menopause is such a complex thing and it lasts so long, you know, because you have perimenopause as you're approaching, and then you have that period of menopause, and then you have post-menopause. And we're looking at, a lot of these things have to do with sexual function and just how vibrant and sexy we feel. So for women, things like vaginal dryness, hot flashes, anxiety, them kind of things there.
Yeah.
Weight gain, those are big things. So that whole, everything that's going on as we, you know, enter into our 40s and 50s for women. Men, when men walk into the store, there's not a day goes by that somebody doesn't come in with a really coy way of asking for something to do with sexual health. So it'll be like, the most hilarious one that I had to really like try to keep a straight face was the guy that walked in and goes, "You have any man thing?" I was like, "You didn't just do that, right?"
That's so funny.
But one of my team members who has more experience at the beginning of being in a health food store, she's used to this, and she kept such a straight face, and she goes, "Yes, I think you want the horny goat weed and the this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Oh, you never laugh, oh, you never." So I've learned to just take it in stride.
Yeah.
But up until yesterday, a guy walks in and goes, "You have anything for men health?" I say, "You mean erection strength?" He's like, "Yeah." Can't believe you just said erection. But yeah, no, guys, it's super important. And we're talking about blood flow. So lifestyle things that impact men's sexual health is like when they're smoking or drinking, stressed out, anything that reduces blood flow to the area. So we're looking at supplements that can help increase blood flow to the area, you know, and boost testosterone, which we have.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the other, you have the products in store, you have your service, the epigenetic testing. Do you offer like retreats and stuff that, you know, periodically that you can, people can just opt in?
I'd love to do that.
I'm going on a
It's
wellness
something.
retreat.
Yeah.
It's something that has been in the business plan for a while, and it's something that I'd love to partner with someone
Yeah.
to start to do. Because I get a little overwhelmed, you know. I do a lot.
It's a lot of work. No, I know you are wearing many hats.
Many
So-
hats. But retreats are definitely something that I want to do at some point.
So we can look
where you
out
just
for that.
come for. Okay.
All
right,
I'm not
you
gonna
heard
say
it here.
near.
You heard it here. It's coming.
It's coming. We're releasing it into the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
What about PMS or PMDD? Do you have knowledge about that?
Yes.
For the younger women? That
Yes. So I've found that raspberry leaf is amazing when it comes to all things to do with the uterus. Yeah. And PMDD is real.
It is.
It's real.
It's
You want to
real.
tell the audience what PMDD
It's
is?
real. No, go look it up, guys. But it's real.
Okay.
It's premenstrual dysphoric
But
disorder.
extreme form.
So it's
Yeah.
it's like PMS on crack.
Yeah.
It's like worse than PMS. It's actually
It's
actually a disorder.
It's in the
the book.
DSM something.
Okay.
What
It's
what the psychiatrists use to diagnose. So
All right.
Yeah.
it affects you mentally.
It you know, like how it can even go as far as having this thing called anhedonism, where you actually have the absolute lack of pleasure, like absolute, like can't get out of bed, can't and nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All
I
right.
can get mad.
You're like, keep it away from me. Keep
you
it away
can
from
see
me, right?
the health coach if you need some help with that. But we're gonna prepare something nice, right?
Yes.
So smoothies and stuff like that. Before we go though,
I'm hungry.
can you tell us what are your top 5 health tips, and then we're gonna get into the kitchen bit.
So I think my number 1 is going to surprise you, but I think sleeping is the most important thing that I could tell anybody to do. And I don't care who you are, I don't care how good you feel, it's going to catch up with you. So getting between 7 to 9 hours sleep a night is important. Having a regular bedtime, having a regular wake time is super important. Hydration is next. I find as a nation, all of a sudden we're flooded with these energy drinks and everything. And occasionally, fine, sure, no problem. But water.
Yeah.
Drink your water. Maybe with a little electrolytes if you need, but water is important. Then we're talking about your food. Eat real food. real food. We eat a lot of Franken food because we say, well, we're too busy to cook, but you stand in the line for 45 minutes. Okay, right? So
like
you
KFC
could.
line for an hour and a
I
half.
wasn't gonna
Yes.
call the name, but yeah, exactly.
Or they stay in the car sedentary. So it's
Exactly.
still not work. And they're on their phone scrolling while they wait.
So doing like I
I get
recommend like prepping your meats on the weekend, season up, bag out, take out what you're gonna cook that evening from in the morning, let it thaw, come home, throw it in the air fryer. Like you can make it work if you prioritize. And that's
Yeah.
kind of where I come in with the coaching and stuff.
Yeah.
So we did sleep, hydration, food. You gotta move. We are too sedentary. We are way too sedentary.
Yep,
It can be push-ups in the bathroom floor before you go to work. It can be wall squats when you're taking a 5-minute break from your desk. It doesn't have to be I go to the gym, but move, go for a walk, park far, walk up the stairs, them kind of thing there. And stress. Stress makes disease worse, and stress causes disease. And most doctors' visits are as a result of stress-related disorders. So it's your mind, you're in control. Change the thoughts. You can't, the taxi man cut you off in traffic, laugh, smile, wave, change your response
Perspective. Yeah.
to the things that are going on. And meditation helps a lot
Yeah.
at making your brain more able to withstand the stressful situations. You can't change your reality sometimes,
Yeah.
but you can certainly change how you respond to it.
For sure.
I love that.
I agree with those
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Those are solid tips. So guys, after the break, you're gonna be making a
breakfast
wellness
smoothie.
a wellness smoothie for us.
Yeah.
So stay tuned and we will be right back.
Oh, hey guys, I'm Chef Samantha George, and here at MegaMart, they have a ton of wines. Red wines, white wines, rosés, Chardonnays, Sauvignon Blanc. Like, you got to come here, guys. Remember to come and enjoy the MegaMart experience where you can find all of this and so much more. There is a wine for everyone. I'm Chef Samantha George. See ya. All right, Nat, so we're gonna make a smoothie.
Yes,
and this
we
is something
are.
that you recommend for breakfast?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
because when you start with a protein-packed breakfast, that's good in like good protein, fiber, good healthy oils. You're gonna stay full longer, and your blood sugar is stable. So you're not gonna get hungry, you're not gonna get cravings, that kind of thing there. So.
Especially if you work out your muscle, the protein is really good to build back, right?
Yeah.
So this one is called what? Blood.
Blood sugar balancing smoothie.
Ah,
Just a nice green smoothie.
All right, so let's jump into it. So first we need to.
So we're gonna use half a green apple. I like
Okay.
green apples because they are low glycemic.
Meaning low in the
sugar.
amount of sugar
Oh.
per.
Low in how it spikes your blood sugar.
Ah.
Yes. So
okay.
two foods can have the same amount of sugar, but based on the fiber content or whatever, it may have a different impact on your blood sugar. And what
Right.
you don't want is with blood sugar is you don't want spikes.
So green apples. I hear kiwi is a good one also.
Kiwi's a good one. And
Berries.
then berries, right. So that's why we're gonna put some blueberries in this as well, because they are another low glycemic.
So
I'm not a good measurer.
no.
by the way.
It's like
Okay. We're just waiting for that. Go ahead.
yeah.
And then some spinach. Spinach is great, high in nitrates actually, which we're talking about blood flow. right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But can you use callaloo or kale?
Yeah, I can use callaloo, can use kale, can use pak choy, can use lettuce.
Yeah.
Okay, can you use broccoli?
No. That would taste a little icky.
Renee, queen of
It's a good one though.
your face though.
I know, right?
I love it. So
I'm gonna throw
so
some
almonds.
almonds in there, which are like nice and high in magnesium and good fibers. Gonna put some chia seeds in there. These chia seeds are awesome. They're heart healthy and another really nice source of fiber.
and they gel up.
Yeah.
So they can help add slippage, somewhere.
Elimination.
Yeah. So we can grab a lot of health food stuff at the MegaMart store, like the
Yes.
milks and the nuts and stuff.
Yep.
But if you want to go deeper into the whole,
Like the MCT oil.
the world of nutrition, you can
have to
definitely
go.
check out Natalie's
Life
store, the Life
Store.
Store in Constant Spring.
Constant Spring Road. Yep,
Exactly.
right across from
MCT
First.
oil is just a oil that's within coconut oil. It's a derivative
Yeah.
from coconut oil,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And this is awesome for brain health. It's also really good for weight management. So you'll find a lot of people that are doing the keto program will use MCT oil.
Yeah.
But I love it for the brain, for the benefit on the brain.
Yeah. I always wonder why I just don't use coconut oil, but I guess it's more concentrated. They extract all of that.
And MCT means medium chain triglycerides. That's
Right.
what MCT stands for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have the same flavor as the coconut?
It's flavorless.
Flavorless, okay.
Well, okay, so this one is vanilla hazelnut flavor, but MCT oil is flavorless.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got
And then,
you.
of course, the protein powder. So I'm using a vegan protein powder because I find it's less bloating than
Without the dairy, right?
without the dairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are some of the recommendations with reading labels when you go into the store?
Be aware of the serving size on your labels because what we sell something at is not always a serving size. Sometimes it could be 1.5 or 2 servings in a container, so you have to be aware of that. Look at the calories, look at the fat content, the carbohydrate content, and the protein content. And then when you're looking at carbs, look at how much fiber is in there because if it's high carb but high fiber, then it kind of balances out a little bit.
It
If
slows
it's
down how the blood is.
blood sugar
Yeah.
impacts, yeah. But if it's high carb with no fiber, then that's a direct hit. Gonna cause a spike in blood sugar, which is gonna cause a crash in blood sugar, which is gonna make you feel hungry and cranky, want more, overeat, all them kind of
Yeah.
team gear.
Guys,
You know,
She's
I'm
dropping
realizing
those
something
tips.
about.
Truth bombs.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Let's add the milk, and then I'll tell you what I realize.
What you realize?
What you realize?
What you realize?
The school, the elementary level, prepper primary, they still have a lot of sugary stuff. And my kids, I do water only from they're young. It's just a thing that we do. We don't buy juice. But at school, they have bag juice and popsicle. And my kids, you know,
And
kids
sweets,
are.
If it's there, they're gonna eat
And their
it.
friends are buying icicle. I'm just like, oh gosh.
You don't know what to tell them. Probably you can make your own healthy version of the popsicles and icicle at home.
But I don't
and
have
then
no
give
freezer
them.
to.
Oh.
I mean,
You can try it. They have the.
yeah, but
the
at school.
molds.
Okay, so here we are.
All right, let's get.
So our smoothie is almost ready. And we're about to go. This looks really inviting and cooling. I'm hungry, guys. So
Can
Blend away.
blend away.
Push it, push it.
no, Renee, you haven't done anything.
I don't.
morning.
What should I do? Press.
The one that says smoothie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love the color.
Yeah, it's nice.
Already.
Yeah, this is good enough.
Yeah, that looks
And here we
beautiful.
go. So if you wanted to add a little extra sweetener to this, you could add like stevia or
Why?
no why, right?
Why? Taste buds
But
are trainable.
I like the banana. Well, I like to put sweet ripe banana
Yeah.
to get that nice
Oh
rounded.
yes, I always love bananas in my
Yeah.
smoothies.
Yeah, especially.
But if you were gonna put banana in this, you would have to cut back on the fruit some other way. Because even though these are natural sugars, they still are sugars.
Yeah.
And even though we have the fiber from the whole fruit, it still is sugar. So we want to be mindful. So if you were gonna add a little banana, you would reduce a little of something else. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Got you. So you can always pick up your blueberries and your spinach and all the produce that you need to make your smoothie at MegaMart. What do you love about MegaMart?
That's actually one of the things I love is the variety of like everything. So like all the produce is awesome. I like the little household things like these things that you guys sell.
I know, and wait till Christmas time.
But my favorite thing at MegaMart
I know, right?
is the gluten-free donuts that are in
Oh.
the freezer. I love those.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
donut
good.
holes.
Yeah.
I pop those in the air fryer, make them get all warm and yeah. That's a treat though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a treat.
For sure.
That is
That's a one-off
MegaMart for you. So we're gonna do a taste.
Of course.
Cheers.
Grab mine here. So you got the straw.
You get the straw. Yum.
Nice.
Yum.
Yeah, but
You
it's
don't need
sweet.
sweets.
Yeah, no, it's
You
sweet.
don't need that.
Yeah, totally.
So how do we find you?
Instagram's the best place, to be honest. NatalieMurray.jm for the coaching practice, The Life Store JA for the store, and Body by TLS for the body contouring.
Okay. And remember to follow us on all socials at MegaMart Jamaica. Okay, and we have come to the end of another exciting,
Very much.
interesting episode. Guys, remember that your health is your wealth. You got to be mindful. You got to get on your supplements. You got to try to eat healthily. You got to hydrate and
Sleep.
get some rest and do that stress management. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Yummy, right?
And I like that I can crunch on.
That's the
nuts.
nuts.
The nuts.
Yeah.